Okay, let us turn to page 5 of the retreat chanting book and we chant together morning chanting. To the Blessed One, the Lord who fully attained perfect enlightenment, to the teaching which he expounded so well, and to the Blessed One's disciples who have practiced well, to this, the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha, we render with offerings our rightful homage. It is well for us that the Blessed One, having attained liberation, still had compassion for later generations. May these simple offerings be accepted for our long-lasting benefit and for the happiness it gives us. The Lord, the perfectly enlightened and blessed One, I render homage to the Buddha, the Blessed One. The teaching so completely explained by him, I bow to the Dhamma, the Blessed One disciples who have practiced well, I bow to the Sangha. Now let us pay preliminary homage to the Buddha, homage to him, the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the fully enlightened One. Homage to him, the Blessed One, the Worthy One, and the fully enlightened One. Homage to him, the Blessed One, the Worthy One, and the fully enlightened One. Now let us chant in praise of the Buddha. The Tathagata is the pure one, the perfectly enlightened one. He is impeccable in conduct and understanding, the accomplished one, the knower of the world. He trains perfectly those who wish to be trained. He is teacher of gods and humans. He is awake and holy. In this world with its gods, demons, and kind spirits, its seekers and sages, celestial and human beings, he has by deep insight revealed the truth. He has pointed out the Dhamma, beautiful in the beginning, beautiful in the middle, beautiful in the end. He has explained the spiritual life of complete purity in its essence and convention. I chant my praise to the Blessed One. I bow my head to the Blessed One. Now let us chant in praise of the Dhamma. Well expounded is the Dhamma of the Blessed One, can be realized in the here and the now, beyond time, beyond thought, inviting investigation, leading inwards to the heart, Nibbana, can be realized by the wise, each for themselves. I chant my praise to the teaching. Now let us chant in praise of the Sangha. They are the Blessed One's disciples who have good conduct, have upright conduct, who have wise conduct, who have dutiful conduct. That is the four pair, the 8 kinds of noble beings. These are the Blessed One's disciples. Such ones are worthy of gifts, worthy of hospitality, worthy of offerings, worthy of respect. They give occasion for incomparable goodness to arise in the world. I chant my praise to this Sangha. I bow my head to this Sangha. Now let us chant our salutation to the triple gem and the passage of encouragement. The Buddha, absolutely pure with ocean-like compassion, possessing the clear sight of wisdom, destroyer of the worldly self-corruption, devotedly indeed, that Buddha I revealed the teaching of the Lord like a lamp, illuminating the path and its fruits, the deathless, that which is beyond the conditioned world, devotedly indeed, that Dhamma I revealed, the Sangha, the most fertile ground for cultivation, those who have realized peace, awaken after the accomplished one, noble and wise, all longing abundant, devotedly indeed, that Sangha I revere. This salutation should be made to that which is worthy, through the power of such good action. May all obstacles disappear. One who sees things as they are has come into this world, and he is an arahant, a perfectly awakened being, purifying the way leading out of delusion, calming and directing to perfect peace, and leading to enlightenment. This way he has made known. Having heard the teaching, we know this. Birth is suffering, aging is suffering, sickness and disease is suffering, and death is suffering. Sorrow, lamentation, pain, grief, and despair are suffering. Association with the dislike is suffering. Separation from the loved one and our prized possession is suffering. Not attaining one's wish is suffering. In brief, the five areas of grasping are suffering. These are as follows: identification with the body and form, identification with feeling, identification with perception, identification with mental formation, identification with consciousness. For the complete understanding of all this, Master One is in lifetime frequently instructed his disciple. In addition, the body is impermanent, perception is impermanent, mental formation is impermanent, consciousness is impermanent, the body is non-self, feeling is non-self, perception is non-self, mental formations are non-self, consciousness is non-self, all conditioned phenomena are impermanent. There is no self in the condition and the unconditioned. Okay, we chant the Pali on. Turn back one page. Rupang anicchang, Vedana anicchang, Sanya anicchang, Sankara anicchang, Vinyana anicchang, Rupa anatta, Vedana anatta, Sanya anatta, Sankara anatta, Vinyana anatta, Sabbe Sankara Anicca, Sabbe Dhamma Anatta. All of us are bound by birth, aging, sickness, and death, by sorrow, lamentation, pain, grief, and despair, bound by suffering and obstructed by suffering. Let's all aspire to complete freedom from suffering. The Blessed One, who long ago attained Parinibbana, is my refuge. So too are the Dhamma and the Sangha. Attentively we follow the pathway of the Blessed One with all of our mindfulness and strength. May then the cultivation of this practice lead us to the end of every kind of suffering. Okay, we'll do the closing homage. Arahang Sama Sambuddho Bhagava Buddhang Bhagavantang Abhivademi. Swakato Bhagavata Dhammo Dhammang Namasami. Supatipanno Bhagavato Sangha Sanghang Namami. Okay, you okay with that? That day when Ingbi was still around, she chanted the Maha Mangala Sutta. I think now we will go through the Sutta so that you understand. Yeah, this Maha Mangala Sutta is a very good Sutta. So, page 54, Retreat Chanting Book. Thus have I heard the Blessed One was staying at Savatthi, residing at the Jeta Grove in Anandapindika's park. Then in the dark of the night, a radiant Deva illuminating all of Jeta's grove, he bowed down low before the Blessed One. Then standing to one side, he said, so this one you must listen, this one is very interesting. He said, Devas are concerned for happiness and ever long for peace. The same is true for humankind. What then are the highest blessings? See? The highest blessing is something that is useful to the human being and the devas, so they know they requested it. So the Buddha explained, avoiding those of foolish way, associating with the wise, and honoring those worthy of honor. These are the highest blessings. That's why in cultivation, you must make aspiration to avoid all evil. Meet out with the wise and recognize them. You better add in that one. Then honoring those worthy of honoring. These are the highest blessing. Then the other one is living in a place of suitable kind, with the fruit of past good deeds, and guided by the rightful way. These are the highest blessing. So here, living in place of suitable kind means you must have the karma to have this opportunity from the past to be born near places where you can receive the Dhamma. So not everybody have this affinity or condition. So if you can have that karmic conditioning or karmic past that enable you to live in places of suitable kind means you are in an environment where there are temples, there are way places where you can go to develop the cultivation, the understanding of this teaching, then to cultivate the Buddha Dharma. So this also constitutes the highest blessing. The third one is accomplished in learning and craftsman skill with discipline, highly trained, and speech that is true and pleasant to hear. These are the highest blessing. So accomplished in learning means you must have good understanding. Yeah. Then skill in certain things like craftsmanship and all those things, even music or whatever. Yeah. You will have something that you are skillful in. Yeah. Then you check yourself like this line. What are the things that you are skillful in? Yeah. So for myself, it's very simple. Because somehow I like engineering and I want to become an engineer since young. Then the thing that I'm very skillful at are the understanding of Dhamma, the wisdom, the understanding of the teaching. So this I'm skillful in. Then sometimes I like certain musical instrument. When I was young, I like to play badminton. I like to blow the flute. I like to play harmonica. I find music very soothing to the heart. Then I like to, eh, on my own, sing song, especially Mandarin song that has meaning. Yeah. So all these are the skill I have. Then later with the Dhamma, I have the skill to be a blessing to all, to help people and all those things. So you can have any of these. Yeah? That's I accomplish in learning. Learning can be anything, like myself, engineering, technical, or arts, or any, whatever, craftsmanship, musician, talented in something. Mm. Then after that, you really seriously follow that thing that are good at, means you are highly trained. Here with discipline means you really discipline yourself not to violate all the nature's law that governs life and existence. So here the word discipline doesn't mean discipline attention, understand? No? Means like you keep your precept uh, and you do not like neglect all this important cultivation. Then the other one is your speech. You must speak pleasant, gentle, and kind speeches, which leads to harmony. You must avoid lying, deceitfulness, all of the wrong speeches, harsh speech, uh, deluded, heedless speech, uh, frivolous speech. So all these, like backbiting, all things, these are wrong speech. Then the next one is, I told you earlier on, parents. Parents are very important. Providing for mother and father support when they are old, unless they have their own means. And cherishing family, see, your family members. And and way of work that harm no being, means you have right living, right livelihood. You don't harm people. These are the highest blessing. Then the next one is generosity and a righteous life. These are the quality of the Arya, the noble one. Generosity is dharma. Righteous life is you have upright conduct. Understand? You have good conduct. So offerings help to relative and kins, and acting in a way that leaves no blame. These are the highest blessing. And the next one is also very good, very important. Steadfast in restraining and shunning evil ways. Avoid intoxicant that dulls the mind, and develop heedfulness in all things that arise. These are the highest blessings. See, all these are very important. Steadfast, you must take it seriously, in avoiding all evil. Yes, restrain and shunting all evil ways. And avoiding intoxicant is one of them. Very important. Otherwise, it dulls your mind. Then the next one is respectfulness and a humble way. This one, I have this quality. I'm very humble. And I full of respect for people who are worthy of respect. Then contentment. I also have that nature, and gratitude. And hearing the Dhamma frequently taught. This one, initially, I had this. These are the highest blessing. See, just to be respectful, humble, have contentment and gratitude. You will have the highest blessing. And constantly hearing the Dhamma, means frequently listening to the Dhamma as taught. These are the highest blessing. Then the next one is patience and willingness to accept one's fault. Seeing venerated seekers of the truth. That's why you must have kayamitas, meet up with the cultivators of the way. And sharing often the words of Dhamma. These are the highest blessing. So patience and willingness to accept one's fault is very important. See your own negativity, your own delusion. So accept them, because not only you, before you have the wisdom, the Dhamma, everyone is heedless. So don't blame yourself, don't arise the unnecessary more. But this is what the thought will tell you. So you listen to the thought, you lost your focus, understand? Then seeing venerated seeker means seeker of the truth, the cultivator, meeting out with them, having Dhamma discussion, sharing, and sharing often the words of Dhamma. These are the highest blessing. The other one is ardent, committed to the holy life, seeing for oneself the noble truths and the realization of Nibbana. These are the highest blessing. So this one is definitely the highest blessing, because you develop enlightenment. Means you work very hard, hardened, committed to the training, the holy life, seeing for oneself the noble truth, means awakening, and the realization of Nibbana. This is the highest blessing. Although involved in worldly tasks, this one is for lay people. Unshaken, the mind remains, and beyond all sorrow, spotless, secure. These are the highest blessing. Those who have the Dhamma can do this. They who live by following this path, know victory wherever they go, and every place for them is safe. These are the highest blessing. So when you understand this, don't be foolish to listen to people who tell you, hey, this day, 7 months of the year, got ghosts, don't go out, dangerous, not auspicious. So a lot of people like that, hey, don't go out, don't go out. And sometimes they don't understand. They say, must look at feng shui and so on. Must look at the what they call auspicious days among their mind, even the hour before you start your business after Chinese New Year. Yes. I mean, these are Chinese tradition. A lot of people believe. There were many who do business. They say you will make a lot of money if on that auspicious day you go and bank in a lot of money. Like that also they believe. They say you're banking a lot of money. So auspicious day banking a lot of money, you will receive a lot of money. If you can believe this sort of thing, I tell you, you are very gullible. If you don't take care of karma, I tell you, every day is a sad day for you, miserable day. If you take care of karma, every day is auspicious. You understand? Your what protect? Your virtue, which is your good karma, protect, nothing else. So don't go and believe all those things. Then sometimes say, people tell you, for the Westerner, the 13 is no good. Yeah? Like very sway type of number. Then you know what happened? The Cantonese like it, satsang. Then that time, I remember before my wife gave birth to Sui, I wanted to understand all this though. Then I know already all these are nonsense. I don't believe them. Because I say, how can the number, based on your pronunciation or whatever, bear any impact on life? And the best was, when she was born, the date was 13. No? So I laughed. Then I went down and do the person. No? You can ask her the person. The last 4 digits. No? 死死唔生 4453
E454453.
E454453. She still can't remember. People panic already. I laugh. You got no problem. One day come out already. No Chinese, nothing, go home. Then the cheapest birth, 9 ringgit. We are government servant. Stay one night, 9 ringgit. The rest of it. Then my son, the person not so bad. So nothing chair. He cannot on this. Bring home already, got to bring back there again. So my son, my wife, stay 2 days. So 18 ringgit. So my 2 children, very cheap, delivery. Now I was told one baby, 10 over 1,000. 10 over 1,000. Oh, got room didn't know. Yeah, it's 3,000. Oh, cheap. But yours was a long time ago. Start earlier. So all these things, because I want to test it. Nature is such. He showed it to me. That's why I straight away knew. Because based on my understanding, I know no such thing. But why so many people have so much fear, taboo about all this type of thing? Then like my wife say, Cantonese don't like 4. Say everything also say. But Malay, empat lah, dapat lah, he say. Oh. Then got some people, he said, the colleague, they like the car number what now? 8787. You heard of it? Pachat pachat lah. So Hokkien is pachat pachat lah, This type of thing, you couldn't believe, I tell you. But people pay so much for the car number plate, 555548. People pay, Understand? Then 168 yellow fat, people also pay. 18 safat, 1818 lagi pay. Then single digit also pay. So it depends on your understanding. If you are so gullible, you like this sort of thing. I mean, no harm, but please don't believe 100%. Okay, we continue. Yeah, but you protect, nothing else. Always remember that. We finish the last sentence. They who live by following this path know victory wherever they go, and everywhere for them is safe. I explained already. Oh, finish. So you check. How many of the highest blessing do you have? After 1989, I look, how come got this type of sutta? Everything I have. Oh, all the things mentioned there I have. Huh? No, that one is Mangala. This one is Maha Mangala. The one I think in your house, your house, your own. So all this, when you have the understanding, you are not gullible. Yeah? Okay, you can have your awareness-based meditation now. Yeah?
Sister Han want to share.
Okay, yeah. Get her to share. Yeah.
Okay. Sister Han, you may unmute.
Yeah. Han, you can come in.
Hello, this Poche, Amitabha,
Powerful.
Brother Teo, Mrs. Teo,
Yes.
and all Kayamitas. Brother Teo, I want to share about this Mangala Sutta.
Oh, so
My
very good.
understanding from the passages.
Yeah.
Brother Teo, you know,
Ah.
when you ask us how many of these blessings do we have, you
Sadhu.
know, not, I mean, I sadhu you first, lah, brother. Maha sadhu you, everything. What I'm saying is, all those initial 1 to probably 32, number of blessings, all these are worldly blessing, you know.
Yeah,
Worldly
yeah,
in the sense that in the conditioned world. Then,
yeah.
towards the end, the third, fourth, I mean, the last three
Last
paragraph, I think it's
three, yes.
last three, the ardent and the although involved in worldly tasks.
Yeah,
These
yeah.
these two paragraph, Brother Teo, not the last one, but the second and third last paragraph,
Yeah,
on
yeah.
page 55.
Yeah.
These are the
Enlightened being only can.
yes, these are enlightened one. No,
Yeah.
not those worldly attainment, you know.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when you realize this, then
Yeah.
you become the Arya, you know, Brother Teo.
Correct. That's why
Yeah.
the Arya, their blessings are the highest. Understand?
Yes.
Uh,
So
so I
initially
told
it's just worldly
you,
blessing.
I told you all just now, after 1989, I read the Sutta. I got such Sutta. How come everyone also I have? So that is why it's very beautiful. I like this Sutta because even the worldly, because this is highest blessing. So of course it includes the supramundane, where you have realized. So any of these, the devas actually doesn't know. That's why when they heard this, they were full of joy. Just imagine, middle of the night, the deva come with the bright light, everything. Huh? The entire Jeta glow up. Then they respect, circumvent, respectfully to one side, request for the Buddha to proclaim this sutta. Because the Deva knew living beings also want to know what is the highest blessing so that they can cultivate accordingly. And blessings are important because blessings are merits, wholesomeness that you can record and store in your karmic nature. And your karmic nature is the one, every life you come, they will protect you. Understand? That's why you take care of karma, karma take care of your life. So if you know how to do all this duty, even the worldly one, then cultivate and realize the truth. Your blessing is full, understand? Because these are all highest blessing. That's why when you have this, you can invoke power of merits or causes and conditions for you to avoid the foolish, made up with the wise, so that enlightenment in the here and now can be realized. And the first one is reminding you to avoid the foolish. That's why the Buddha in his puja and all things, the closing puja especially, help you to make this aspiration. So when you understand, then all this become like clear. That's why he closing puja teacher chant iminang punyang kamena, means by the power of this merit. Mami bala samagamo satang samagamo ko tu yawa nivana patiya. So you wish for causes and conditions to realize Nibbana. By the power of the punyang, which is the merit, may I avoid all the heedless and the foolish, meet up with the wise, so that Nibbana can be realized soon as possible. So this type of aspiration are very important. Then living in a place of suitable kind, not easy, you know. Do you know why not? Let's say this sasana, you come there. Then you are not born in a Buddhist country. You understand? No? Then your religion is something else. Understand? No? So what happened to you? Sometimes you're born in a Buddhist country, also no use. You didn't stay near the place which is conducive for Dhamma. Understand? No? So all this don't take for granted. That's why the Buddha said, living in a place of suitable kind, with the fruit of past good karma or good deeds, and guided by the rightful way. This is the highest blessing. Means what? In the past, you have created such condition because you know how to actually help people to come to the Dhamma and all those things. And because of what you did, you reap what you sow. People will also bring you to such places. Understand? That's why I from Alastar, hardly any of these things. The book from KL, what Buddhists believe, K. Sri Dhammananda, can go to a classmate sister and give it to me. See? Then I come down. First day I met the author, Chief Reverend K. Sri Dhammananda. Because of the past, parami, when the time comes for me to receive all this, condition will appear. So understand all this. Then when you have condition to manifest the causes and conditions for your highest blessing to unfold, then whenever you come, you will sure have causes and conditions to meet up with the Dhamma. Do you realize a lot of Westerners? Normally they're Christian one, true or not? But somehow they come to Asia, especially Thailand, ordained, no. Oh, and so many, Ajahn tradition, all say, oh, how come like that? Like Ajahn Australia, Brisbane. Oh. So all this, you look at it, you know it's coming. So a lot of things, it's not where you are born, like the three karmic obstacles, your environment or whatever. It's also a part of your karmic activity, obstacle, and all those things. So retribution, of course, no choice lah. Your DNA and all that. But even though you have that type of DNA in that type of country, so normally you don't have condition to be at a locality where it's conducive for you to learn the Dhamma and receive the Dhamma. But somehow, he said before he entered university, he suddenly decided not to go to university. Yeah. He went off to a 10-day retreat, I think. I don't know what type of retreat. Then he experienced what type of come. Then he said, maybe this is the one I'm looking for. Then after that, not long, he went to Thailand. And he went to Thailand, he go around. Then he met some of the teachers. Then he ordained them. So Westerner, all these are possible. You have the parami. Then you see now, as a monk, he is so determined. Understand? He is so like full of faith, resolve, and end up he also established his own way place, Anandagiri. Then he shared his Dhamma. Then he traveled to India. He liked India, the holy places. He also went to China. He told me Putosan. There's another one, I don't know where it is. So a lot of these things you cannot understand unless you understand karma, the law of karma. Okay? Yeah. Sorry, project, you continue.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Yeah.
Bharati, I just want to say that that is a differentiation between the worldly attainment,
Yeah.
blessings and the Arya blessings.
Correct. Yes.
So I was thinking highest blessing is the Arya blessings,
Yeah.
Bharati.
In fact,
Yeah.
they are all highest blessing, except some is supramundane, the other one is mundane. But they are all highest blessing. That is regarding
Yes.
the merits and the blessing that you receive. So these are very beautiful. And even the worldly one, you must understand now. Sama Sambuddha Sakyamuni proclaimed it and mentioned it. So it has to be the truth. Because his perfection, Satya, which is true, is one of the most complete perfection that he has done now. That's why his words are very powerful. The Dhammapada verses are evergreen one, you cannot prove it wrong. For normal human being, I ask you to come up with one stanza or one sentence that can last forever on evergreen. I cannot. A lot of even science, technology also become obsolete very fast. Understand? Oh, so not easy. So this type of truth, when you know, even by doing simple things, supporting your parents, take care of your kinsmen, relatives, then have generosity. This also constitute higher blessing like the enlightened being realized enlightenment. Highest blessing. So you don't have to wait till you become enlightened to develop all this highest blessing. But for the Arya, the difference is after they realize that it develops the highest blessing. But life after that is continuous. You cannot understand or know the type of blessing. But they are incapable of evil. And they become a blessing to all. Understand? That's why the mundane and supramundane from the sutta is like both also highest blessing. But the difference is, if you develop the supramundane blessing already, then life after that, if you take the bodhisattva way, you become equally more beautiful. Because this highest blessing from then onward continuously generate all this highest blessing type of merits or wholesomeness. So blessings are important. Do you know why? You know the difference between merits and blessings. Huh? What is merit?
The goodness that we make ourselves.
Yeah, means you have merits lah, understand not? Means your what?
Savings account.
That one is spiritual account, merits. But blessing means what? Yeah? You are very blessed, no? Like you very homey, one, no?
Is it like how your spiritual faculties become balanced?
Yeah, that one is one of them. That one is one of them. But blessing means you are very blessed, no? Your family all full of harmony, no? And everyone like very successful. Then like the blessing, like you very homey. What is in English, homey? How me? That's a reflected thing. Like you are very blessed. The correct word is very blessed. Oh, very blessed one.
Fortunate.
Oh, fortunate one. And nothing to do with luck on that. You have this blessing. Oh, like not likely to happen one. But you can have one. Like when you need certain thing, condition will arise. Like that time, I want to get married. My in-law buy 2 tickets, social welfare. First prize. Got such thing. These are the blessings. It comes with it. So when it's meant to be, when you have blessing, everything go your way. You understand? Like your family, your children, all like very blessed. That's why I used to share this with some Kayamita and my wife and my children. You will never believe you can be so lucky and so blessed. for normal people. Understand? Because I understand the Dhamma, that's why I look back. I saw my life. Everything like planned for me. I just accord and flow. Everything fall into place. You remember that seminar book, 2013? Success in life, following the Dhamma way. Towards the end, everything that living beings look forward to achieve, I achieved them all now, including the spiritual understanding. I reached the pinnacle of it. What more you want in life? That's not. Education, study. I also did well. Then when it comes to career, I also reached the pinnacle of my career. Then come to financial, I was able to have financial freedom quite early. That's why I retired early. Then when it comes to family unit relationship, that one a lot of people with a lot of money and well also cannot have one. But I have family, blessed family, with a lot of understanding. And a lot of things just manifest and unfold. And the spiritual life and all that. Last time my wife from Cross Langor doesn't know about Buddhism or thing. After married to me, she also will become like part of it. Then my children young, they go Sunday school and all things. Especially my son and my daughter. In the Sunday school, the teacher like them. Because they know a lot of things. Then later on, they grow up, they live their life. Then like Sui, later got condition, come back. So all this you can see. So now you understand what is blessing. Merit means like spiritual wealth, money only, understand? But blessing 你的福报呀，是不是福报？好blessing 好福报不是功德，understand? Yeah, 功德 is merit lah. That's why it's a different. Understand? 功德 and 福报 they are different. A lot of people don't understand. You know Hokkien and you don't know. 功德 in Cantonese is what? 功大then 福报呢？福
有福
福報啊，
福氣，
福氣啊，福氣，
如果
福氣
氣，
So you understand? 功德 and 福氣So the two are different, although both also wholesome merits. But blessing is another type of merits. That's why this one make you very blessed. The highest blessing. You do all this duty in accordance with the Dhamma, with understanding and sincere. Your blessing is there. You come, you very blessed. You got a lot of full power. Like the moment I take birth, my family, my father, he sell ticket only. Like second prize, commission that time, 5,000 is a lot of money. He used $200 to bought a shop lot and build a business. And that time, plantation, 1 acre, is only 300 ringgit. And houses is only, I think you can buy with less than 100 ringgit. That time money was very big during the 50s and the 60s. So these are the blessings. It come with you. Then like, you cannot believe. Wow, how come so blessed? So this Mangala Sutta, Maha Mangala Sutta, you must pay attention so that you develop not only merits, you develop a lot of blessings. Okay? Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.